As the 1st of November gets closer, we are learning more about what and who will be impacted by the funding lapse due to the federal government shutdown. And it will affect hundreds of Tennessee's most vulnerable children. The National Head Start Association says nearly 10% of children are at risk of their school closing. That's more than 65,000 seats at Head Start programs across this country. Head Start is a federally funded program providing free education, health services, and other kinds of services for families in need. And we know here in Tennessee, 267 seats are expected to be impacted, as well as 56 staff members. And Roy, we have heard so much about how this lapse in funding will impact everyday Tennesseans, including the loss of food assistance.
No doubt about it. Thousands of Tennesseans who potentially won't receive their SNAP benefits next month if the shutdown continues. And we have heard your voice about how this is impacting your families. And sadly, some folks sharing very personal messages like Michelle, who wrote to us, emailed us, sharing that, quote, I have stage 4 cancer and I'm unable to work. If I don't get SNAP, I won't be able to get the protein and healthy foods I need to keep on fighting cancer for the rest of my life. She's not alone. The potential lapse in benefits could impact 690,000 of Tennesseans. Kim Rafferty went to North Nashville, where one mother shares her concerns about not receiving these benefits to help support her family.
So many families in Middle Tennessee rely on SNAP benefits. Here at the Piggly Wiggly in North Nashville, I spoke to some of those families about what would happen if they lose their benefits.
A lot of these mothers are not going to be able to make it, unless we have like backups for them, like the little food banks and stuff like that, so.
Rose Miller shops at Piggly Wiggly for their deals on meat. A longtime cashier, Janet McClendon, says most families in the underserved community shop there to feed their kids.
I say at least 80 out of 100. Yes, ma'am, 80 out of 100. Most people have food stamps and cards also.
One of those mothers, Cassie McWhirter, tells us how much her son loves superheroes.
They've got all of them.
Cassie learned her food assistance benefits could lapse. She relies on them to shop for her 3 boys and her 2-week-old son.
Especially being the month of Thanksgiving, that'd be horrible timing. Starting to get cold outside, and I got 4 kids, and 3 go to different schools, and I have a newborn.
The Tennessee Department of Human Services said unless the federal government reopens, families like Cassie's can use their October benefits in November, but no benefits would be added to their cards starting November 1st. Governor Lee says the state cannot fund the federal food assistance program known as SNAP, so Cassie would be just one of 121,000 people in Middle Tennessee who could go without a November Cassie couldn't have planned for.
It would definitely hurt us. We'd probably have to hit some food bank stuff, call some family members.
In Nashville, Kim Rafferty, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Kim. House Democrats here in Tennessee calling on Governor Lee to call a special session so they can approve emergency funds, try to help supplement the loss of this federal funding. In Kentucky, Governor Andy Beshear says the state will cover expenses for the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program, also known as TAMF.
Now, we want to be a resource for you and help you find places where you can get food for your family. Second Harvest is partnering with several local organizations for mobile pantry pop-ups tomorrow. Take a look at your screen for the name of the organization, followed by the location of the pop-up. They are happening all over the place, from here in Nashville to communities in Putnam and Cannon counties. Distribution starts at 9 in the morning. You can find a full schedule at secondharvestmidtn.org.
In North Nashville, Metro Social Services partnering with Second Harvest for a food giveaway. Mark this down. It will be Saturday, November 8th. It'll happen at 8 in the morning at Greater St. John Missionary Baptist Church. The church will also provide free coats for children. If you need a ride or maybe have items delivered to you, there's the number to call on your screen. Folks will help you, 615-880-1630. 06.
And if you want to help make a difference in Williamson County, Franklin Police is partnering with One Gen Away to host a community food drive, and they are asking for donations. You can drop off non-perishable food items in the collectible bins that's inside the police department's lobby. You can even drop off food tomorrow if you're in town for Pumpkin Fest.